Yank Durham and Joe Frazier came to LA and sought out Eddie Futch in the spring of 1966, and Frazier was matched against a series of small heavyweights while Eddie mostly watched. This culminated in June of 1966 with Frazier being matched against Jerry Quarry. Quarry had a good short left hook, and he was small even for heavyweights of that era. Frazier was too strong for him and won the fight, but Eddie was not happy with what he saw because he felt like Frazier got hit too much. In order to go to the top, he was going to have to fight the biggest heavyweights there were, and he needed to be more evasive and get hit less on the way in. From this point on, Eddie took over, but they had an interesting arrangement. He stayed in the background. He said it was Yank's first contender, and he was enjoying himself, so Eddie stayed out of the limelight, and Yank did all the corner work in these earlier fights. The first thing he did was match Frazier with his first really big test against Oscar Bonavina in Madison Square Garden. Joe had been previously matched against Dick Whipperman, who was 6'6". In boxing, anytime you have to punch up, it changes the range, it changes the angles. Anytime Joe Frazier could level off his punches, he could knock out anybody. But when he had to punch above his shoulder level, it changes everything that's going on. It's a difficult adjustment to make during a fight. In the second round, Joe got dusted off twice, but he wasn't hurt. And with his tremendous drive, he wore Bonavina down and won a split decision. This test, this experience, was part of the making of the Joe Frazier that would be developed over the next several years. Also on that night in Madison Square Garden, the book on Joe Frazier was written, and it would be followed by Ali and certainly by George Foreman. It's much like when the book was written on Cassius Clay in the Doug Jones fight in Madison Square Garden. Every fighter of any note had a book, and the book on Joe Frazier was that he walked straight in, was susceptible to counterpunches, and that when he punched at a taller man, they could lean back away from it and he would miss. And then, probably most importantly, you need to fall inside and try to tie him up, or better yet, push him off.